What's going on, you guys? So today I wanted to actually cover the 13th development diary for Imperator. This one actually talks about politics in the Republic, and it's going to be actually pretty interesting. So I want to jump right into it. The Senate in a republic has 100 seats, and each seat belongs to one of 5 factions. Each adult character in a republic has a predilection of each faction and is support of one. Each faction also has a leader, generally the most prominent character that supports that faction. Depending on which faction the ruler of the republic belongs to, the republic gets various bonuses and malices. Civic faction plus 25 income, 10% cheaper and faster buildings. Military faction 25% land morale and plus 25% navy morale. That's good. Mercantile faction 25% income plus 5% plus 5 diplomatic reputation. Religious faction 10% omen duration, 33% cheaper religious conversion, and populist faction plus 10% power costs. Promoters, you can freely add or remove faction and make them available to different government types or have any type of trigger allowing the faction to give unique ones. As you may notice here, having populists in power is not entirely beneficial. The amount of seats in the Senate change over time depending on different factors, with the charisma of the faction leader always impacting the attraction of the seats. I wonder if you get more territory, more seats are added that way too. If you wish to strengthen a party's position in the Senate instantly, you can always send oratory power to convince 10 seats to join that faction instead. Doing so, however, increases your tyranny. Interesting. So why must you take into account the composition of the Senate? Well, there are 3 types of activities where the Senate will impact your ability to do exactly what you want at any given time, like a ruler in an absolute monarchy. The Senate can outright block you. Oh, interesting. Really? If the support for that action you desire to do, if less than 40 seats is currently backing that action. And if less than 60 seats back that action, you can force it through, but you will gain some tyranny from it. There are 3 different categories of actions which will require Senate approval. All changing of laws require approval by the Senate. Wow, interesting. That's actually pretty cool. So you can't be like, it's not going to be like EU4 where you can do whatever you want. It looks like anything you want to do, you have to get the thumbs up from the Senate. A lot of character interactions like banishing, imprisoning, all diplomatic interactions with other nations. Wow, okay. Interesting. This is actually adds a lot of complexity and depth into the game because if you, I don't know, I guess if you want to make an alliance with Egypt, you have to make sure the Senate's going to be on your side. Oh wow, that's awesome. That's sick. I like that. Wow. All right. If the Senate will approve an action or not depends very much on its composition and what you want to do. Military faction is very likely to back new wars, but even some of their seats will be against wars if you have war exhaustion, low at manpower, or are currently in a war. When you do an action, a lot of times it has impact on characters of your nation. Loyalty is lost or gained depending on a faction membership, and seats are gained and lost for different factions. For motors, all of this can be controlled entirely through powerful scripting language. And here's an example of setting calculations for a declare war. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. So, and then next week, we'll talk even more about politics with laws and offices. All right, so let's take a look at this screenshot here. And you have the general kind of diplomatic things that you see in pretty much all Paradox games: declare war, offer alliance, proclaim guarantee, declare war on Carthage. Okay, interesting. Wow. All right, so you got support here. You got 13 here. I guess the military 20, which basically means they're all on board. You got all these different factions are, wow. Okay, there are 60 seats behind demand tribute from Carthage in the Senate. Wow. That is really cool. I really like this. This is something that is going to add a lot more interest in the game, at least for me, where you have to. It's kind of like, I noticed they're doing this also with Heart to Iron. In my last development diary for Heart to Iron, they were implementing a Congress system into into the USA side of the game. So you need support from the House and the Senate. And it looks like they're implementing a similar type of system in here, which is going to be awesome because, it adds a lot more. It gives you more realism, as if, you are an actual republic and democracy where you don't have one leader saying, well, we're going to do this, we're going to declare war, we're going to, you actually have to work the government to do what you need it to do. All right, guys, this is an awesome development. I look forward to the next one, and I will catch you then.